Hello, and welcome to another edition of Chris reading his own blogs. I am in a room shared with a bee presently, so if I get attacked, tell my family that I love them. But we shall move on. So we're on to blog number 12, I think. Look around you. Do you see those faces? What do those faces tell you? Oh, bit of too unlimited. Anyway, conferences. What are the benefits of attending conferences? My work is sending me on a business trip, so I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious. I won't lie to you, conferences can be a lot of fun, but they can also be a drag. There are lots of things that make up a good conference experience, including good presenters, good venue, relevant topics, fostering a sense of community. So why do I attend conferences? Will anything change at work when I go back to the office? I touched upon conferences in an earlier blog, which is the one about staying relevant in testing, and a little quote. Quoting yourself is super important as a blogger, obviously. Not only had I never attended any conferences or meetups, but that I had absolutely no awareness of the wider software testing community, practices, ideas, heuristics, blogs, or anything that is so cool about being part of the software testing community. So with greater awareness of the community, not only is there a sense of belonging to something bigger than just your own local environment, but also a wide resource of help, support, information, sounding boards, and so on. Ministry of Testing had a Slack, but now, good news, they've got the MOT club on Discourse. You can still keep in touch with people, and the testers hang out, don't forget. Great resources, but nothing can beat human interaction. I think this was written pre-pandemic, and I think actually, even to that end, there's so much we can do remotely, but in person there's a bit of magic that sort of happens, I feel like, that we struggle to replicate fully in person. So in this particular one, this was 2017, I said I'll be attending Test Bash Brighton for 2 days, structured as 2 half-day workshops, and then a single stream of talks. So looking back, this is fun. So I've got a blog that I haven't yet covered, where I cover Rich Bradshaw's Lego automation workshop. If you haven't ever seen it, ever had the chance to do that, I wholeheartedly recommend it. I will be covering that blog, something closer towards World Book Day, as that was what the inspiration for that blog was. And yeah, I mean, that in and of itself was a fantastic way of abstracting something that we all know and love, like Lego, into automation. Really cool. I also learned about test mobbing and pairing, ensembling now we call, from Maret, and I have covered that also in another one, in fact about 2 blogs. Not to mention a whole smorgasbord of new tweeters to follow. Okay, Twitter's gone. You can really feel that some 6 years on we're a little bit different, but actually a whole bunch of new cool people in the community to meet, which is great. So essentially conferences should be there to provide recharging of batteries, new ideas, reassurance, and a fresh new testing perspective. If you don't get that from a conference that you attend, maybe you should try another. Here I was going to Test Bash Brighton. I also wholeheartedly recommend the likes of Eurostar and Agile Testing Days as ones that are really close within the sphere for me, but I have desire to go to the likes of Nordic Testing Days, HASTEF, Romanian Testing Conference, or maybe some further afield, plus all the cool online ones that exist as well. Shout out to the Online Testing Conference. And that is it. Really, interestingly, I saw a comment earlier today where someone was saying that when they come back from a conference, often people joke that they've kind of come back from a holiday. And I think that's kind of not fair. Like, yes, we have fun in conferences, but it is exhausting. It is tiring. And actually, hopefully, like I say here, you get stuff out of these conferences that you can bring back. And you've got new learnings, new ways of approaching things, new connections that you can interact with in the years to come. So yeah, I mean, if you've not got a conference that does that for you, there's loads of other ones out there. Which conferences would you recommend us go to? See you again next time. Thank you very much.